Welcome to the Big and Small Podcast, coming to you from Plymouth, Massachusetts. Just a couple of guys drinking some beers, having some chow, and talking all things sports.
All right, boys, back to the old group. It's been a while. We haven't done this in a couple weeks, few weeks. Um, the ship, but now that the pack is back, so get them up, boys. Thursday night, little podcast. I'm doing some water because I got to go to bed in a couple minutes because I'm freaking exhausted. But go ahead, Rick.
Thank you to our millions of viewers. Looking forward to a good show. We're in disarray in Boston right now with our winter sports. But thanks for everybody watching the reels. Killing it in the reels. Just keep signing up. Keep it going.
And stay tuned for our new segment that we're going to do called we're going to call it like this week's athlete or this week's athletes. We're going to work with the high school to get the top male and female athlete. We're going to expose them, for the week, athletes of the week. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming out shortly. Anyway, Doug, breaking news: 3 ex-Celtics caught in gambling sting, which I thought was funny because gambling's legal now. So it was just kind of it's a funny thing. But when you get to the details of it, yeah, they did some pretty lousy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I like the guy, but then for Patel to hold like a press conference about it.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, that was just do your job, man. You don't need to get on TV.
Yeah, I mean, the poker thing like that's shady, and then I guess Rozier throwing stuff.
So for the fans that don't know, Chauncey Billups and other guys were like the attraction for people to come play poker. He had games in the Hamptons and Atlantic City, all over the place, and they would invite celebrities and people with some money to play poker with these guys. And the the dealer was in on the gig. Billups and those guys were in on the gig. They had technology that could read cards from under the table. They had special card shuffling chutes that could manipulate the shuffle, and they were basically stealing money, upwards of $7 million from people that just wanted to come play cards with some celebrities. So I think that's pretty shady. You need to get, whatever you deserve on that one because that's terrible. And then Scary Terry Rozier was faking injuries and giving out information about other injuries and point spreads and I'm gonna shoot under whatever his spread was. If he was over under 15 points, he'd say I'll make sure I get the under. He was letting people know. I mean, stuff like that. He was just not good stuff. And if you saw the highlights from last night, his game, I mean, they should have arrested him for his performance. It was unbelievable. It was so bad.
Who? What? Say that again.
Terry Rozier last night was like you got to see the highlights. Just pull up the highlights.
I haven't seen any of this.
You got to see the highlights from last night. It was god awful. Like literally dribbling down and
Has he been kicked out of the league indefinitely right now?
He is on suspended leave
with pay, probably.
I don't know until they they can't really do much until they find him guilty. I mean, they can suspend him from playing, but I don't think you can do much else. They're a union and all that stuff. So it's going to take some time, investigation, this, that, and the other thing. But
you must have some pretty concrete stuff if you're going to just go and arrest.
Oh yeah,
be raided by the FBI.
100%.
He was arrested. I think he was arrested in his hotel because they played Orlando last night. He was arrested in the hotel this morning.
Yeah.
So not good. Not a good look.
No, I mean we'll. So let's just go. Just keep with the Celts then. So Celts had their season and home opener last night. Dropped one, lost by one. And I said this. I said this last week. I don't think Missoula is a good coach. I think I've been saying it for a while now. He's just had so much talent on the floor that he could just ride it into autopilot, and just now he doesn't have that talent, and we're gonna see what he can do.
Yeah, I'm going to say you're going to find out if he's a good coach. That's for sure, because he's got a coach this year. And I said it before. I think this season lives and dies right now on Peyton Pritchard. I mean, he can't be 11 points a night guy like he was coming off the bench, and have an occasional, good game where he puts in 20 something points, 30 points. He needs to be consistently between 20 and 25 points every night. And if he can't do that, they're not winning much. That the other guys did what they do, and he was terrible last night. And they're going to live and die with that guy. That's my prediction.
Oh yeah, but there's more to it. I mean, they did you see what happened at the end of the game?
Pritchard has two chances to put it away, right? Jaylen Brown didn't take the shot, wasn't involved.
Yeah, Pritchard took it. They took Simon completely. Simon was the best goddamn player.
Yeah.
Kid's awesome. He played hard on defense. They said he's a defensive liability. Certainly not. His ups are ridiculous. He was the only guy who was embarrassing people. Give him the deal, Bob. You can't have on the court. Right now, they had on the court Doogie Howser. You have Pritchett. You've got White, and you've got Simon. So what we talked about before. There's way too many shooters. You don't need them. You can't even remotely how are you going to use that? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. They all sit in the perimeter, but with the key to Missoula showing what a fraud he is, at the end of the game, I don't know if you noticed this, when the kid missed that kid's awesome, by the way, that rookie from Vanderbilt.
Oh, yeah.
Smooth as can be. What's his name? Edmonds? He's got a funny back.
Yes, that's what he
ends up, the game, he misses the free throw, right? So they could have went down, and they had plenty of time. He's jumping around like a lunatic, like saying, go, 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 with like 8 to 10 seconds left. And Jaylen Brown called timeout, bailed him out. No one saw it, but it was briefly touched on because they didn't want to show him up, Scalabrini and whatever the other guy's name is. And it was like, it shows you he's just way too emotional. He's way over his head. He cannot design his play with his life depends on it. And I couldn't agree with you more, Dougie. I mean, this team's in serious, serious trouble with him at the helm. And that Sixers team stinks. They have a couple of kids, but Embiid's, his career is basically over.
Yeah.
And,
Embiid only played 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, what am I trying to say? So they said today on Talk Radio, I didn't notice it, but Brown didn't touch the ball for the first 3 minutes and 15 seconds of the game.
Yeah, that White was bombing from everywhere, and then Pritchett was doing the same. They were rolling, and then his lineup changes were terrible. I mean, I'm still learning the names of the guys. Gaza didn't play last night, but
he got hurt.
Yeah, but he wasn't playing at the end. But the couple of those guys who more know their role, you got to play them with the couple shooters who are good, tough guys. You can't be putting out everybody on the court except for one needs the rock. You just can't. You can't set that lineup up that way. It's no such thing in the history of freaking basketball was that way, and that's what they got in trouble with, in the past. But without Tatum, just it's a totally different club. But I was just disappointed because they should have won that game, hands down. Hands down. I think the talent's there enough to win in the NBA. The coaching is absolutely horrific.
But the thing
I think Missoula's job is still safe too.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. He's going to get a pass.
Yeah, because you don't have your superstar.
Right. He's going to get a pass.
How about the owner too? Let's settle down a little bit. Get off the
I didn't see it.
I mean, come on. Really cheer it away. Get up in a box or something. I would be so uncomfortable as a coach. I'm standing there trying to coach a basketball game with the owner and his wife sitting literally next to me. They might as well be sitting on the bench. It's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic look. It's up in the air. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like, come on, will you, pal? Get up at the thing. You're a multi-billionaire. No, we don't need to see you on the floor cheering. It's embarrassing. How would you even do that to yourself? Get up in the box, relax, get another game on, have a couple sodas, and figure it out.
Well,
Yay, yay, yay!
Wick was Wick was on the he was an on the floor guy.
Oh, I know he was. It was embarrassing. He was embarrassing too. But how about being a coach? I mean, I'd be like drop. If I was a pro coach, I'd be dropping f bombs half the game in that league.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my god!
Yeah, well, the owner being next to Missoula, wasn't the reason Missoula can't coach.
Well, obviously not. I'm just saying in
Um,
general. I just can't see myself. I
Yeah, no,
want
I
to be a
get it.
cheerleader on the freaking sideline, like NFL owners, except for who's the guy that used to own Dallas? That weirdo. I mean, it's like, come on, these
No, he's still there.
NFL
Jerry
owners.
Jones. Jerry
Jerry
Jones
Jones
is
is still there.
No, he's like a part. He's a part. He's part of it.
Are you
What's his
talking
name?
about Cuban?
Yeah, Cuban.
Oh, he owned the Mavericks. Yeah.
Yeah, the Mavericks.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I just
the
said.
one who's
Yeah.
always down on the field is the owner of the Falcons. That guy.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
always
yeah.
down there,
Owner
standing by
of,
the tunnel for everybody to come out.
Oh yeah. It's like, come on, will you?
All right, so let's transition this to the other team that plays in the Garden, who's playing right now. Are they home?
Yeah, I think they were up 1-0, weren't they?
No,
They gave up a goal right out, like 30 seconds later.
tied at ones after one.
Typical Bruins fashion.
Yeah, they
3-5. You started off hot and just hit the downslope pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, I'm okay with them tanking if they get that kid McKenna out of Penn State, who's like the next coming of, Connor Bedard. No, but this kid's legit. He's legit. I'd love to see him end up with that number one pick. I don't care. I'll throw a year away. Get rid of Neely and Sweeney and get the number one draft. Get some real people in here. Have Hagens come back in from last year, and the kid. I always forget his name. The big guy they drafted 2 years ago. He's stepping up for BC. Get that young core in here and let's go. Start all over again. That's what I want to do.
No, it's embarrassing. Completely embarrassing. Another poorly designed team. It's plenty of money. You're in Boston. You don't sit years out. It's disgraceful what they
It
put
is.
together out there. And said Lindholm's your number one center. Lindholm's a good player. Number two center at best. You've got Pasternak, who basically is half the team's goals. You're sitting there with, if you want, there's not a Boston fan right now that can name the wings on the second line. I don't
Right.
care who you are.
You are absolutely right.
Good luck, unless you're Brickley. I mean, and he's looking at a cheat sheet. I mean, it is the middle stat might as well be playing Pee Wee hockey, as weak as he is, pathetic. Defensive core hasn't stepped up at all. They're better, they're the best part of the team, but you got Lowry's been abysmal. Lindholm's been out. Swayman, though, even if you saw, did you guys see the last goal the other night?
Was it?
So at the end of the game, the Bruins, as you know, tied it late.
Yes.
So it's basically going to overtime. They make a stupid turnover. In comes Florida. Swayman, like, completely just goes from left to right and takes himself way out of the play. And he just got lucky that it banged the far post, comes off the far post, drops down, hits Geeky in the, Peak in the skate in the net.
Oh,
But the reality is, if it was good, controlled goaltending, that puck never gets to the net. Simple, easy save, but he was so out of control. He's terrible. That's got to be old. That's one of the worst decisions in signing history of a goaltender. Korpisalo is as good as him. Not even up for debate.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Making a lot less money.
it's a shame because they, the first game of the year, and he had a good World Cup, but the first game of the year, he looked solid against Washington. He looked good, but no, ever since then, it's been downhill. Weird. Maybe he's trying to do too much. I don't know, but yeah, he doesn't look good. They don't look good. Neely, on the day of the first game of the year, said we're going to be good defensively and we'll address the scoring needs at the deadline. It's like, why didn't you address them in the offseason? You had the whole offseason. You had a bunch of money. Like you went and they went out and got a bunch of fourth line free agents. That's what they did in the offseason. It's brutal.
Because they got the same mindset as the Sox. We'll put a team out there. If they overperform, we don't really have to spend a lot of money. You still give the fans something to watch, and we'll just kind of ride it to the end. If they overperform, they overperform. If not, then we'll maybe do something at the deadline.
I don't get it. I don't understand
Yeah,
why.
but at least, I mean, I would agree to an extent. The Red Sox at least did go out and get Crochet and Bregman. I mean,
Yeah.
and they had better prospects, way better prospects coming up than the Bruins do right now. I mean, that team's made the playoffs. I mean, I still think management could have done more to
Yeah.
put them into beating the Yankees and maybe being in the World Series because they still think that was pretty open. Um, the Bruins aren't going to make the playoffs. They have zero chance of making the playoffs right now. They'll probably lose their sixth straight tonight, and they're all done. And there's no way they're buying at the deadline. No way. Just
No.
like Coach said, I mean, for a Boston Bruins franchise, these people to pay these ticket prices to go to this crap, you got to be out of your goddamn mind. Out of your mind. Go buy a shirt while you're there. Drop another $150. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Because it's the same thing we always say. Like there's not one move that you're going to be able to make that's just going to jettison you into contention.
Not with that team.
Well, I mean, it depends. It depends. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that. If you were able to, which is very hard to do, but for whatever reason, you could bring in like a number one center and a bona fide another top six wing scorer. You're fine. You'll be right in the mix. I said that from the beginning. Defensive core is going to be fine down the road. But right now, they just don't have middle depth. They don't have middle depth. I mean, Lindholm, like I said, if he's your number two center, you can go compete. You can go compete. Get him a wing there. Pasta's got a stud center, and then you got Geeky, and then you fill in with another stud wing. It was there. They didn't do anything.
Right.
Think you take Mitch Marner right now?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, they're not. I don't know.
But my point is, they're going to be so bad, they're not going to do it by that point. It's not going to be worth their while to make those moves.
They got some draft capital because they got Florida's number one this year because they ended up winning the cup. So that's what they got for Marchand. They ended up with a number one pick. So
How good was Marchand the other day, too, by the way?
oh, I know. Nothing wrong with that guy.
Truly an amazing story, the whole thing with him.
Yeah, he was. He was
Great
pretty
to see his emotion. They did a nice job with that. As you know, he's probably my favorite player with the Bruins. So I just think wish him only the best because I think he can be a punk on the ice, but when you're that size, you got to play like you got to play and be that tough and that tenacious for this long. Like, Coach, you had some good stats about that. Between him, who was it? Him, Espo, and
Bergeron.
and
Bergeron.
Bergeron.
Yeah, they were the only three guys. Well, Bruins are the only team to have three guys with 400 goals, 500 assists, and a plus minus of 200 or more. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
Really, Hall of Famer.
And only 9 people in NHL history have done it, and the Bruins had 3 of them. So that's pretty good.
Well, that's when when he really burst on the scene that we knew he was a bona fide superstar. In my opinion, was in the Canada Cup when all of a sudden they turned Bergeron. It was Bergeron, Marchand, and Sid the Kid on the same line. Crosby played the wing, and they freaking lit it up. And that line basically won that Canada Cup out of all the great guys. Oh,
Yeah.
shit, hold on.
So anyway, what was he saying? No, it's disappointing. I feel bad for Marco Sturm. I think he's a good guy. Probably a decent coach. And he's the Gerard Mayo of the NHL right now. Just get handed a
Yeah,
pile of shit, and they're
100%.
not doing anything for him. I think I mentioned this before to you guys that my son Patrick's buddy Shane works for like a financial planning guy, like a pretty high end guy, and McAvoy's one of his clients, not his client, but a guy he works with clients. And he said to the guy, he said, "I'm surprised that Sweeney and Neely is still there." McAvoy said this. So even the players recognize that those guys aren't getting it done. That's interesting that he said that. You know, they I don't know. It's weird. It's like the owners are just like, you know what, keep doing what you're doing. We're making money. Try to make a splash at some point. Keep the fans interested. They're going to come no matter what, and they do. You know, the Bruins fan aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, it just stinks. I mean, again, it stinks as a fan. Like I said, as we probably segue, Doug, but now it's, how weird is it to be sitting here today saying the only team I really want to watch is your New England Patriots?
Yeah, I mean, before we get to that, we're gonna talk Sox real quick, a little off-season stuff. We had mentioned it last week. Coach and I are in the same boat. I don't think it's worth bringing Bregman back. Not for 40
For 40
million.
million.
Not for $40 million.
No.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. But it depends what he wants to do. If he truly loves Boston like he says he does, and wants to be a leader of a young core, maybe can rework that contract that makes sense for everybody. Give him a few more years in the back end, and go from there.
Yeah, the problem is he's got Boris as an agent, and I don't know. He's not going to let him walk away from more money. What I saw was Detroit's after him. The Phillies are after him. So there's some teams with some money that are after him.
Go to Philly. That'd be a fun ball club to go play for.
Yeah. So
Go play with
who knows?
Schwarber and Harper and all those guys. Oh,
Well, the
man.
rumor has it the Red Sox are going to get Schwarber. I believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
They're not going to spend
I'll
that
tell
kind
you
of
one
money on a guy that's.
I don't believe when it comes to like the Boston teams.
Oh, I know.
Oh, like a big splash, like El Zippo chance or whatever happens.
Don't even say it. I don't even want to know. Don't tell me who's in on. I don't care. Tell me when somebody gets signed. That's all I care about.
Yeah, I know. That's why do you listen to it? It's like, talk about fake news. What one signing has like the Boston media called in the last 10 years until it happened?
Right.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But what I'm saying about Bregman is, and Boris would do it, if Bregman wants long-term deal, and the Sox are willing to spread the money out there and know they're going to eat it down the end, he'd take that deal. Because Bregman isn't getting that from fucking Detroit. Sorry, excuse my French. He ain't getting that. They had, but but I just look at it because you get Maya coming back. So I'm assuming, Story had a very good year. He's fine. Maya's going to be a starting second baseman, I assume. So I don't have to look at that cesspool anymore. All you have to do really is go out and find a first baseman. And
And a closer.
somehow, I tell you one thing. I wonder if you could have Massa learn how to play first at
Too
this point in
short.
his career.
It's too short.
You know?
You got to have a
I
big
think
guy
that
playing.
could be a
first.
good fit for him for this club. He swings it fine. He's a tough out. He gets on base. You've already paid him. You're not going to be able to move him. But would you rather have him at first than the garbage they had there all year?
He's too short.
Yeah. Then you go out and sign a big free agent DH in a number two. That's it. Team's in pretty good shape.
What position does the guy from the Mets play? I forget.
What do you mean? What position does the guy from the Mets play?
You know the guy. He's a free agent.
Alonzo?
Yeah.
First, I believe.
Alonso's a first baseman, yeah.
Go get him.
Yeah, if you get someone like that, I'm fine with that. But, Schwarber comes in, if you can go after someone like that, obviously he locks right into your DH role. But I'm saying you can't just have Bassa sit at the bench. He's making too much money, and he can put the ball in play. He's fine. He's an adequate first baseman. It'd be like having Bill Buckner back in the day,
Oh, jeez.
No, seriously, gets on, does his thing, not going to hit a ton of homers, but is a pest. I mean, look at the lineups alive right now. I mean, oh my God.
They're good.
Yankees go get through. They're okay. I mean, Toronto. I mean,
Toronto's got a good lineup.
they're decent. Decent.
Better than the Red Sox.
No, not what? Their two best hitters hit 1-2.
They got
The catch is okay at best. That series was unbelievable. Did you see the last game before what happened when Springer hit the home?
I saw Springer. Yeah,
It was electric. Absolutely electric.
that guy does nothing but show up in the World Series every year, no matter what
Right.
team.
But he stepped up. He pulled an Ortiz and huge play, but they could have easily lost that series. And the guy that was starting, I'd have to do a whole show on what I've watched in the playoff baseball and the manager.
Well, the guy who's starting game one was pitching single A in like June.
Yeah, right. But then they have the kid, their second baseman for Seattle. The kid legitimately hit like 50 all playoffs. And they bunted Crawford just before in a huge point in the game. So they made it, which Crawford got it down. And Crawford's no, Babe Ruth, but he's at least a pro. They bunt this kid over, make it second and third for the kid who's hitting 50. And don't pinch hit for him. What do you think he does? Oh, strikes out, of course, like a fool. What happens then? Pop up, out of the inning, no runs. And it's like, the lineups aren't good. I mean, you can name, how many guys can you name in the Toronto lineup right now?
Two.
Yeah.
Springer and Vlad Jr.
How about Seattle? I mean, I can name more than two, but I'm saying it's worth mentioning. How about Seattle?
You got the catcher there, big dumper.
Raleigh.
Yeah.
That's about it. Oh, the guy from Toronto is there. I'm not Toronto, Tampa.
No, obviously.
Rosarina.
A Rosarena's a stud, and obviously K-Rod, right? He goes by K-Rod, they call him. The Rodriguez kid, the center fielder.
Oh, yeah.
Who's a stud. But he had an awesome series. But you see what I can go on and on. Then these guys are mental midgets. He then is up to tie the game in the last inning. He swung at 3 consecutive pitches after the guy had just walked somebody that were literally in the parking lot. It's like mental midgets. And that's what makes great ones great and mediocre ones just playing on their overall talent and get away with hitting a hanger. But in those times, they're so mentally weak, unlike the David Ortizes of the world, that they are what they are. That's why they're average pro players. But that's it. There's basically, take the pitching out of it, I would look at maybe 6 all-star caliber players between those two teams in the AL Division Series.
Okay.
So we're saying Dodgers in 4? Is that what we're saying?
I would say, I don't know. Dodgers, same thing. Dodgers then. I mean, except for the freak. I mean, we got to talk about that. I mean, that's the greatest performance in the history of baseball.
So,
Shohei.
do you agree with the premise that is being put forward that the Dodgers organization is ruining baseball?
No. I love it.
They're playing by the same rules as everybody else.
Yep.
Yeah, just go spend more money.
Plus,
Just go spend way more money than anybody else.
Name me their team.
Oh, you got Shohei, you got Freddie Freeman, you got
Mookie.
you got Mookie.
And Mookie's a shadow of himself, but pretty good. Unbelievable shortstop, by the way. I was talking to Coach about that. Imagine you can be, we talk about Rafaela. But Mookie Betts is now playing, at this point in his career, a gold glove caliber shortstop, and for the majority of his entire career has played outfield. I
Yeah.
mean, it is unbelievable. The plays he made in that series defensively were incredible. Absolutely incredible.
You got Tito,
Yeah,
Martinez.
you got Teoscar.
Yeah, he's fine. He was available.
Yeah.
They are what they are. Their pitching staff's okay. Without Sheho, what's his name's a shadow himself. The big,
Oh, Kershaw.
yeah, you're looking at. He got drilled the other night. But Otani hasn't even hit in the playoffs really. But that game, I mean, to do what he did is just never ever been duplicated in anything in sports,
Babe Ruth.
especially in that environment.
Yeah, you did 6 innings, 10 Ks, and then hit 3 bombs.
It's biblical.
They were talking on the radio the other day. It's unfair that when he pitches and comes out of the game, that he's allowed to go to the DH position because that's like technically you wouldn't be able to do that, right?
Well, because he's in the NL.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like a special rule for him. They allow him to do it.
Oh,
Yeah, you can't go from a pitcher to a DH without losing the DH.
if he's put in the lineup as a pitcher DH, you can.
What do you mean?
You get,
He's pitching
you get
the game,
subbed in the
starts the
lineup
game
right
pitching,
away
right?
that he's pitcher DH.
If he's
We do that all the time. We did that all the time in high school.
I don't think I don't think on a regular major league game you can do that. Like you can't start the game as a pitcher and then move to DH.
Yes, if you slashed his pitchers, no, he starts the game as the DH as well.
No,
a
he's
pitcher.
pitching. He starts pitching.
No, he started that game.
No, I'm saying, but if he does start as a pitcher
Yeah.
and they take him out of the game and he moves to DH, you're not supposed to be able to do that.
Yes, that's the point. I'm just trying to tell you. He gets put in the lineup card as pitcher / DH. So he starts the game in both positions. They don't have a DH. So what that does is when he ends up moving off the mound, he goes into the DH spot and the pitcher that comes in goes to the pitcher slot. So you have to be listed on the card as a pitcher DH.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I think that's you always able to do that?
Yeah, well, when's it ever happened in the history of baseball?
Well,
Since
Babe
Babe Ruth. But
Right.
you've seen it happens all the time in high school and college.
Huh.
I mean, not so much in college now.
I thought it was a special rule. I
high
mean,
school. It happens all
even
the
if
time.
there was a special rule, I'm okay.
I mean,
with it.
you're with me in the
Yeah,
staff
like
coach.
I
We
think
did it
I
all the
understand.
time.
I think I understand what you're saying, Coach. So, like, he say he pitches 6 innings, like, and then he's done as a pitcher after 6 innings. Then your next round at bat in like the 8th, he shouldn't be able to hit. He should be
Oh,
done.
Why? That's not the rule.
Right, but I think that's how coaches was portraying.
I thought it was because they had a DH in the lineup and he would move into that guy's spot when like he wasn't hitting. But I see what you're saying, Rick. It wouldn't make sense that he wouldn't be hitting.
Yeah, there was no DH in the lineup. He's the DH. He's playing two positions at the same time. So
I
he's
got you.
listed as pitcher DH.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. It's just weird. But even if they were changing the rule for that guy, that's fine.
Yeah, but if
Because no one else can do it.
you can't do that. That would be ridiculous.
No one else can do it though.
There'd be so much. There'd be ownership out of their freaking minds.
So it makes him so valuable.
I'm dropping all that money. I'm going to listen to that nonsense. No way.
So predictions. What do you think? Dodgers in 6?
I'm gonna say Dodgers in 4. They just beat, in my mind, the best regular season team, and they dispatched them in 4. Why not? They're gonna dispatch the Blue Jays in 4. They're just way better than everybody else. That's my prediction.
I wouldn't be surprised, Coach. But the law, I like Toronto. I like Toronto getting out of there, especially in Toronto.
You like
I
to
like
see
them
them
getting out of there with a win or two. I
Oh.
think they're pretty tough. They've been a resilient club.
So you're saying
They're not
Dodgers in
100%
6.
sold on the Dodgers anyway, because I think they're very good, but they played the Milwaukee Brewers, who's
Best
you
team.
know good team, good solid team. But again, their same players can't handle the spotlight. Their stars can't handle the spotlight.
Yeah, they're
Proven.
not stars. I mean, they're not used to that.
No, Yelich is one of the biggest studs in baseball. Chokes every postseason. But I'm just saying that that it wasn't like you went against. It's like we've said, the league is so freaking mediocre. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. Do you know what? Like this, we've talked about this. I keep repeating myself in these shows, but the powerhouse teams, like the Big Red Machine, the Cincinnati Reds, had like 6 Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
They would have won every game by 50 in this round. Like if you equated the talent on that team, it's the same talent that's playing in this generation. I get it's a different generation.
No, you know what? This is where I think that it's the one sport that if you literally took the Cincinnati Reds, the New York Yankees, the Boston Red
Coach, you froze, you nut.
I did? Shit.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, you're all right. You're back.
Well, I don't know what's going on. Only when I do this. Weird. Anyway, but I bet if you took a team from the 70s, like one of those powerhouse teams, put them on the field today against these players today, they would destroy them. I think they were better baseball players.
I mean, I'm not going to argue that. I mean, technically, they have better equipment too. It doesn't.
It's the only sport. It's the only
because
sport.
the difference is when we talk about this in like football or whatnot, or even about, is that the size and speed is so dramatically different. There are way more guys today in baseball that throw at the velo they throw compared to back then. Guys could bring it, but not as many as consistently. But baseball's a different sport, right? You could be, you don't have to be a physical freak to be a great baseball player. It's obvious, right? So
Yeah.
that's why I think that comparison is totally true, Coach. I think that it would be, and most likely there's other components. The bats are better. They're eating better now, right? Supposedly, right? There's better facilities for these guys, better stadiums. They're watching film more, like all that stuff. They didn't have that stuff then. I agree with you 100%. I think those teams would have, they'd kill them probably. To your point.
Yeah, and so it was such a those pitchers were going out and pitching complete games like for a joke.
Right.
Like going like out 3 hour beautiful, going throwing 2 beers back, smoking 2 cigarettes, and then going back out on the mound and pitching. It's just a completely different game, like you're saying, Rick.
Yeah, but it's also, it's like they just were fundamentally, whatever reason why, overall high end fine. I mean, the American League East back in the day, basically, Baltimore, New York, the Red Sox, always tough.
Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland's okay. They weren't like a big power, but I mean, Baltimore, you could go. You got to play them. I mean, they had one time like 3 or 4 Hall of Famers on their starting rotation. I mean,
I think they had 5 guys on their rotation that had 20 wins each.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because they all pitched
Oakland A's,
games.
Reggie Jackson, that whole team, Pittsburgh Pirates when they won it. I mean, stud after stud on that team. But that's always get around because people always talk about the Red Sox and oh boy, we finally get over it. Yeah, well, because you got the wild card. The Red Sox, when our generation, when we grew up, they would have been in the playoffs basically every single year.
Yeah.
With the wild card. Every year, except they had the Yankees ahead of them. That was the Yankees. And the Yankees used to be good.
And, you say that they're better athletes today, which they are. You can't argue with that. But how many guys back then could hose somebody out from the outfield? You never see that anymore.
Oh, I couldn't agree. I think part of that is to my point, though. Runners are faster as well. But the arm strength in the outfield in pro baseball right now is pathetic.
Gross.
I agree. I'm not saying they're more athletic, like they didn't have the same tools. It's just there wasn't as much of there wasn't as much of emphasis on what's going on, good or bad, but weight room, the science of nutrition, the
You know what
science
else,
of
Rick? And you touched on this before. Back then, there were way more African Americans playing baseball.
oh, I was going to bring that up. I mean, that's the complete difference, game changer.
Back then, there were more African Americans.
I mean, it's not even close. They were, and men. I mean,
Yeah,
Joe Morgan was small. He was a freaking man.
right.
Those guys would hit with like 35 bats and
Right. 35-35.
no batting gloves on, you know what I mean? And just freaking smash it.
Yeah.
They know how to bunt. They actually could run. They know how to, your point coach, could actually throw somebody like Dwight Evans.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't seen a player like him ever.
He used to throw people out at first base.
Unbelievable. I could see it today. It was probably one of the most electric things in sports. Dwight Evans playing right field. I mean, totally not talked about enough. And boy, could he come up and he could just hose people. I mean, crazy. Like Jim Rice back in his day, his negativity was he wasn't a great left fielder. And he was fine. He was good.
Yeah.
Today, he'd be a Gold Glover.
I know. It's crazy.
But anyway, I'm looking. I can't wait. I've enjoyed watching it. What I've watched, James likes it. It's fun. Friday night, game one. So we'll see what happens. But I will be picking the Dodgers.
Okay. All right, so let's Patriots.
I think they got their work cut out from this weekend. That Cleveland defense is really good. This is going to be a display of is May really ready? Is McDaniels, really, making the special sauce? Can they run the football? Because I got a feeling this is going to be tough for them. That Cleveland defense.
I think that I got to be honest with you though. I'm just listening to people talk about that. There's a few names on their defense. I have not really watched them. Half their games have stunk. They've played well in a couple other games against nobodies.
Yeah, Miami.
Quarterbacks, Miami's an absolute dumpster fire. I mean, come on, it's the Cleveland Browns at home. Figure it out.
I agree. I just think that,
just keep six. Make sure you max protect. Run the football. Let Drake do his things. He's got enough weapons now. If Gabriel completes a pass, they should be embarrassed because he stinks. So I want to say I'm nervous about it but I got to say that I am not. I'm not.
I hope you're right. Myles Garrett is unlike anything they've seen yet. So
yeah, just make sure there's a tight end on his side every time. That's all. You don't need to send out 15 guys every time, and don't block with the back. It's real simple. Tight end every time is on Garrett's side. It's simple math. Go with empty backfield and do that if you want. You're still going to have four receivers in the route. I definitely don't know any of the defensive backs, but that could be me. I don't know of any big-time D-backs on that team, but they played well against trash teams. You probably have it in front of you, Doug. I don't have my phone in front of me, but look at their schedule.
It's garbage.
Right? Who have they played? Cleveland.
Oh, Cleveland?
Yeah.
Let's see. Cleveland played a lot better teams than the Patriots have played. Cleveland played the Bengals, the Ravens, the Packers, the Lions, the Vikings, and the Steelers, and the Dolphins.
The what?
And the Dolphins.
So they played Green Bay, they played Detroit, they played
Detroit's good. Everybody else
Minnesota,
Pittsburgh, Minnesota. They're pretty good.
Played Baltimore.
Pittsburgh's horrible.
Oh, they're first place.
Horrible. Yeah, and the worst division in football. I mean, we should have beat if you played Pittsburgh tomorrow, you'd beat them by 20 points.
Yeah, I agree with you.
They lost to freaking Joe Flacco.
True.
I mean, come on. I mean, what are we talking about here? The league is so freaking bad. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
Along with the refereeing.
I tell you what, I had Denver last week in my suicide pool. And the Giants go down. Dougie, your boy Dart, threw up. By the way,
I
And
don't.
then-
I don't put any of that. Or like for the coaching staff, you're up. How do you give up 30 points in the fourth fucking quarter? You would have
33.
been You would have been better off, like Ricky says, holding
knee.
the ball, taking 3 fucking knees, and punting the fucking thing down the field. What are you doing? Why is your play calling when you need a play for Dart to go out and hey, throw it 40 fucking yards down the field? Why?
No, I agree. Coaching choked.
I couldn't agree with you more. That's
And I won't say Dart choked. He was good. Scataboo was good, but
he still
they go
threw a
down.
terrible pick.
they go down, and one of the most egregious PI calls I've ever seen goes against Denver to give the ball at the one they score, and the idiot misses the extra point. But I was like, if Denver didn't win that game, there should be an investigation because it was a brutal call. Brutal. The PI calls this year have been ridiculous.
Oh, it's terrible. It's gotta
than
be.
ever.
It's gotta be. You gotta be able to challenge PI. You have
Worse
to.
than ever. Terrible.
You have to. Or the integrity of the game's gone because these guys are absolutely so over their heads 99% of the time. Certain things I can let go, but impact PI calls just cannot be not reviewable. It's ridiculous.
I think that's a play call now. I think it's just hey, just run down the sideline. I'm just gonna throw it up, and I'm gonna throw it a little short. I'm gonna stop short, and I'm gonna let the defensive guy run into me. Boom, 15 yards, first down. Let's go.
100%. That's how the back shoulder was invented, Dougie. You're right on the knot. You might as well.
It's a spot foul. It's not even 15 yards. It's a spot foul.
Disgusting.
At least in college.
College, it's 15, which is
Yeah,
good.
like how do you like I get it on the like how do you even play defense in the fucking league anymore?
Right. It's crazy. It's disgusting.
But it's also something, it varies. Then you'll see like contact, no call, which should be a play on. Everybody agrees. And then the next same exact play, the next time a flag comes out. It's just so inconsistent what they're doing. It's baffling. Like it was just funny. They were just talking about, I think it was what Kansas City's win, was it last week or the week before?
No, when they played Detroit, I think, right?
Yeah, when they won.
Yeah, it was a Sunday night game.
Yeah.
They had 0 penalties.
Yes.
Yeah. It's impossible.
Okay, where's that coming from?
Yeah, it's absolutely impossible.
It's nothing in life that can be more impossible than that. Except you talk to your guy's point, which I'm starting to feel somebody's dialing things up.
Oh, you think?
It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. You cannot play, and it's not talked about enough because ESPN doesn't want to talk about it and all that because they get the games. That it should be on on alert talk everywhere you go. How did a team, I don't care who you are, any team play a pro football game or any football game on earth and not have 1 penalty?
Can't happen.
Can't.
You know what else can't
It's a
happen?
physical impossibility.
They should run the statistics on it, but how many, definitely the majority of games every single week are within a point of the spread. That's mathematically impossible.
It's crazy. Absolutely
Mathematically
crazy.
impossible.
But
How about the Celtics last night? They were 2-point underdogs and they lost by a point.
No, they
How do you
weren't.
do that?
No, they weren't. They were 5.5 point favorites.
I thought they were 2-point underdogs.
No, 5.5 point favorites.
I thought
The over hit by 1.
Wow. All right. I stand corrected on that one.
I'm just nervous. I still think McDaniels he's getting there. We're getting more out of it. I haven't seen enough. I just wish there'd be a little more, and I'm hoping he's saving it for this week, maybe, where he can really deceive that pass rush and help May out, and not just get some fun stuff going with it. Because the only thing I'm worried about this team is May has been unbelievable.
Injuries?
There's no doubt about that. It's just injuries. Yeah.
Well, he passed the concussion test last week, which I thought for sure. For a guy who's prone to getting concussions would have got a concussion on that play where he slammed his head on the turf.
Yeah, I mean their depth right now at multiple positions is extremely suspect. And
Although what's his name came in when when
Hobbs.
Hobbs came in and he completed that pass. That was pretty clutch. That was a big pass.
Yeah. Hobbs. Yeah, you're right.
That was big. So I don't know. I'd like to see the kid get going. Henderson. I'd like to see him get going a little bit. I don't know what the deal is with that guy, but it also. Oh, we taking a leak right now, Rick?
No. So yeah, that's a bone.
But I'd like to see him get going. The guy they brought in last week in garbage time. I know it's garbage time, but he had some explosiveness. I think it was what was his name? The third running back, Jennings, maybe. I don't know.
Yes.
He was pretty good. I like the way he ran the ball. Be good to see another guy get in the mix there because it's just a matter of time before Stevenson puts it on the ball, puts it on the ground.
Well, as you know, Coach, I mean, full disclosure, I didn't even really get to watch most of the game.
Right.
Now my new job is killing me, so I'm like
Yeah,
praying that I have Sunday off. But
You're the highlight guy.
right now, tonight's my new Saturday night, and I'm doing a podcast.
I know you should have came down. We had the bocce tourney last Sunday.
Hold on one sec. What? What the wall? All right. Hello.
The bocce tourney?
What were you saying, Doug? Sorry.
I said you should have came down. We had the bocce tourney on Sunday.
What's a what?
We had the bocce tourney on Sunday.
Fitzy. I gotta figure. I'm gonna have to go to a bar from now on. I can't do the whole podcast here with him. They had
Come over here,
what
Rick.
saying, Doug?
We had the bocce tourney on Sunday.
Yeah, I never go to that anyway. But Jimmy was there, right?
Yeah, Jimmy was there.
Yeah. Did you guys put the game on there?
Yep, we had the game. Mr. Cooney came down, hooked everything up. It was nice.
Nice.
Was Jordy there?
No.
Oh.
Nope. He says he
Who
likes
won the tourney?
I did.
Oh. Was it a cash tourney?
No, you just get your name on the plaque.
All right, Doug.
It's
Nice
better
job,
than
buddy.
cash.
Congrats.
I'm no longer the asterisk because I'm an actual member now.
Yeah.
I get my name on it.
That's right. Walking in there with pride next summer.
But then so Coach, going to the whole betting thing, I did put a bet in yesterday. Oddly, I was just happened to be looking through DK and the Patriots to have the most amount of wins in the NFL was plus 1,500.
Oh, yesterday it was?
Yeah, and I put a little cash on it.
Wow.
The most wins in the NFL?
Yeah.
So if you put down,
If you put down $100, that wins you 1,500.
yeah, gutsy pick by you.
Well, I mean,
It might be worth it.
because they got the easiest schedule. I mean, you can legitimately look at their schedule right now and say there's only two losses, potential losses, which is, Buffalo, and then they got Baltimore, and I think Lamar will be back. Other than that, they should win every other game. They'll probably be favored in every other game.
I think you might lose to Cincy.
No way. I don't see that happening.
No?
With Flacco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Patriots' pass defense isn't good. Anybody can come in here and throw for 300 yards on them. They're good at rush defense.
But they don't give up points.
Is that game in Foxborough or in Cincinnati?
That game is in Cincy.
All right, that'll be an interesting watch. Where's the Houston game?
And it is the 23rd. Is that the 27th? So it's the Sunday before Thanksgiving.
They don't play Houston.
Oh, I thought
no.
they do.
No.
No, they play Atlanta. They play Tampa.
Oh, Atlanta was the other team. Atlanta could be an interesting game.
That one's at home.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think it'd be that interesting.
Well, I'll tell you right now, we're going to have a whole different tune if they lose this week. So
I agree
if
with
they
you.
win this one, then I'm on board 100%. They lose this.
But
they're
even
gonna be
give them
all-
three. You give them three losses. they're still at 12, which probably will be damn near the top.
Yeah, but the point is, I'm saying if they lose this week, you're already at 3. And
Right.
the rest of the way, you can go and lose another 3. Because it shows if you lose to Cleveland at home, you can pretty much lose to almost anybody.
Right. Right. No, I mean they should. I mean, what are they? 6.5 point favorites this weekend. They should win
7.5.
7.5. I mean, I think I might take Cleveland because I don't know. I can see them winning like by 4. So I think Cleveland's going to keep it close. But
2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second. Boston Bruins just tie it up 3-3 on a low ride goal. The Bees are out shooting Anaheim 31-17, which is a good honest. At least they're giving an effort.
Is he down?
yeah,
Okay.
All right, what do we got next? Anything?
you want to do the top 3?
Yeah, we can go quick.
Yeah, we'll do a quick top 3, Rick. I was thinking, and we haven't done this yet, but top 3 venues in any sport that you would want to attend a game.
Venues of any sport?
That you would want to attend a game. Yeah, it could be anywhere in the world.
I think we've had a version of this, but I like it.
Yeah. I think we talked
The other
about.
thing that we didn't implement too, we have to go back to is our picks.
Oh yeah, yeah. We got to pick. We usually pick the Patriots, or whatever. So this weekend, I'm picking Cleveland to beat the spread. Patriots win the game. Cleveland beats the spread.
He's taking Cleveland to cover.
Yes.
Okay.
What do you got, Ricky?
Tell you, what's that spread as of now?
For what? Patriots?
Yeah.
7.5.
That's an interesting pick. I gotta be honest, I brought this up. I haven't even looked at anything. Go ahead, Doug.
Is it just the Patriots?
Yeah, we'll just do the Pats.
I like the under.
What's the under?
40.5.
You like the under?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
If we stick with the Pats, then I will take the over.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, your top 3?
Yeah, top 3 venues that you would like to attend a game in anywhere in the world. And I'll come out of the gate, which I've never been there and I want to go. I think it looks cool. Dodger Stadium. I like to see a game at Dodger Stadium. It's built into the ground. One of those into the ground stadiums. So you come in at the top floor and you walk down. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool looking venue.
Yeah, that's a great. I love that stadium looks awesome on TV.
And it's looked like that forever.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. For me, I would have to say it would be for the whole event of it in Baton Rouge, watching the LSU Tigers in Death Valley, rocking it all weekend, and then go to that stadium.
Okay. Mine, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Isn't necessarily because the venue changes. The Army Navy game,
Okay.
Nice.
just the pageantry of it, the tradition of it. I just think it'd be something really, really fun and exciting to watch.
Yeah, that'd be that's a fun one. So the venues, the game itself is exciting. The venues, like you say, vary, so it's not quite.
Yeah, they used to play it like in Maryland because it was kind of like a halfway point, and then they started changing. It wasn't last
Wasn't
year.
it in Philly? It's usually in Philly, isn't it?
It was in Philly for a little bit, and then like not last year, the year before, it was at Gillette,
Yeah.
and it's on this like little tour now
Yeah.
of like where it can go.
I would like to attend the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. That would be cool.
Very cool. Beautiful.
Huge stadium, pageantry. It doesn't get the national championship game, but it would still be fun. It would still be a spectacle. It'd be good. I'd like to see that.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, you see a theme here. Old stadiums, the Dodgers has an old stadium. Pasadena's old. It's good stuff. Vintage, back in the day.
Uh, but again, the experience of the weekend and to go down and hang out would be Nashville Predators.
Yeah.
Little Nashville getaway, check out the game.
Have you been
Good
there?
take for me.
Have you been there?
No.
Oh boy. You gotta go. You gotta go. That place is nuts. You been there, Dougie?
I have not had the pleasure of Nashville. No,
Ooh, Nashville is tough.
I
Tough.
heard it's like Vegas, like 3 days tops.
Exactly. 3 days max. Yeah, it's the second you're awake to the second you pass out, it's like a drink fest every day. Unbelievable. And you know what?
Um,
I'm not a big country music guy. Every bar you go into, the music is awesome. Every bar. It's really cool.
my second one would be another staple tradition. I'm gonna go to Wrigleyville.
Wrigley.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be good.
have you
Been
guys?
there on numerous occasions, Doug, and
Oh, you have? Okay.
Oh yeah, I would have put that on there in a heartbeat. It is awesome.
It doesn't it doesn't look very big on TV. Like it only looks like the outfield only has like 20, 25 rows. You know what I mean?
Well, the left side, but it's bigger on the right side.
Okay.
But the stadium itself, the inner stadium, is cathedral-esque. So
Okay.
that's where they get all the seating. It's more like the old Yankee Stadium. It's freaking awesome. So no rules. I went out there the first time I went. Uh, my buddy out there, you guys know, Jimmy Hackett, is one of the top dogs in Wilson out there.
Yep.
That's where the headquarters is. So he's like, come on out. We'll get tickets. We're going. The key game out there is that's what you see like in movies and everything. And it's true. They always play Friday afternoons. They always play at like 4 o'clock on a Friday at home. And it's just on a nice day. It was spectacular. It was like, there was like no rules. Like people had their no clothes on, and we were in the bleachers. You have to sit in the bleachers. You have to be out here. Like it's crazy, and they have like girls are out there like in bikini tops. You've got guys with their shirts, whatever. It's like it's madness. It's like a beach party watching baseball. Beers. It was the first time back then in the day Fenway, you could really only get a beer. That was so cold. It was so hot. Like when I got a draft beer, like by the time I even got back to seat, it was warm. And then I went back down, and they were serving mai tais on ice. And I said, oh, "Give me those. Let's go." And but then you go outside, Doug. It's sort of like Fenway's more like that now. But why it was so dramatic? I went. There was really nothing around Fenway. They didn't have how it's designed now. There were a few places to go, but nothing like it is now. Fenway's so much better. But Wrigley then was like crazy because you really walked out of the stadium and the entire neighborhood is just literally right, like outdoor bars out there. This like no rules, people walking around with drinks. Yeah, it's a great take, Doug. Well worth it.
Coach.
I was gonna follow it up. I had it in my head and it slipped out. Oh, I want to go down and see. I'd like to see a Dallas Cowboy game in that stadium. That stadium looks pretty cool. I'd like to check that out. I think that'd be pretty good, especially if it was a decent game. Like Dallas Philly. That would be a good take.
Just make sure you sit on the correct side so you don't have the sun shining in your eyes.
Yeah, but I mean, they did that whole thing over. It looks pretty cool in there. I'd like to check it out.
Yeah,
Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is an
I
interesting.
have no interest in that one, but I do think that's I could see why you might like that.
No, I'm a Jerry Jones
I've
guy.
been to some
You got to
venues,
watch the
like, I've been to
documentary.
some,
Jerry Jones.
The football venues, you could say like a lot. I would like to. It would definitely be cool to like. I'm gonna throw a couple out at you, but like really cool, like to be in a whiteout at Penn State. Love to be at. I'd love to experience a game in Notre Dame. You know, you can name some big time college venues that would be fun. The Big House of Michigan.
I've been there.
But yeah, you've been there, you know. So, but I would. I'll tell you the one place where I've never been, shockingly, because like I've been to Yankee Stadium, I've been down to Baltimore, I've been to Shea, but the Forum in Montreal. I would like to go to the Forum on a classic,
Bruins.
you know, hockey night in Canada
Oh yeah.
and be in the Forum. I just think that just looks like such a cool environment to take in a game. I'd be interested in that one.
Yeah. I've been up there.
Yeah, you know.
There's some interesting places up there. That's all I'll say.
A few more activities involved, Coach?
Yes, there is. There's a lot of activity up there. Dougie, bring us home, kid.
Kind of. I've never done it, and kind of going away from like the tradition. Well, the nostalgia, I guess. I would love to go to like a big like D1 rivalry NCAA game.
Football?
Yeah, like whether it's
Ohio State, Michigan?
yeah, especially if like both teams are good, like Florida, Florida State, or Florida against Miami, and then you got like Texas OU weekend. You know what I mean? Just kind of see like what's that experience really like?
Yeah, 100%. Tennessee's supposed to be a great venue for that. I haven't been down there. I like that.
Yeah, that's
I've been to the College World Series. That's why I didn't mention that. The College World Series is unbelievable take.
yeah. How many days is that though? How many days you got to get down there and watch that?
I think it's like 2 weeks, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
It's like 10 days, 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's a long time.
What, the College World Series?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just depends when you decide to go, though. I just went
Right.
for a weekend. I just picked, I picked the beginning because there's more games. You know what I mean? Because guys
Yeah.
got limited as the week goes on. So it's shit. The structures change. But I went at the very beginning because we're basically like 3 games a day. So for the first rounds, so you
that's
do like
fun.
3 games day one, 3 games day two.
That's fun.
But it now would be way cooler because when it's in Omaha still, but it was
It's a
played
new
in,
stadium now, right? It's not
yes.
Rosenblatt anymore. It's
So yeah, Rosenblatt was like a cool stadium, like to go in.
Did we lose him?
No, I'm here.
We lost Rick.
Oh, we lost Rick.
Yeah, Rick's frozen.
Maybe Fitzy bit him.
Uh-oh.
We got him in mid freeze.
Yeah.
Huh.
All right, let's end it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well,
Episode 94 in the books.
in the books. Eventful.
Yep. It will not be out tonight. I know that. Dano's coming over Saturday, so maybe tomorrow night.
That'd be great. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome. I gotta
Yep.
get some lessons there. You gotta teach me what to do.
Okay.
Maybe Monday. Like maybe Monday afternoon I could shoot over there or something.
Chargers up 14 zip. Jesus.
All right. He said computer died. I'm out.
All right. No, we were only on the air for an hour and 15. God forbid you find a charger, but all right.
All right. I'll talk to
Guy's
you
an
later.
anomaly.
I'll see you.
All right, wait.